We have 2 kids, Ava, 35F, and Heather, 33F. We have a great relationship with both kids. About 12 years ago, Ava got engaged to her now husband. We bought them a house in our neighborhood and then the next year paid for their wedding. Heather has lived in a few different cities, taken different college programs, etc. She seems content to keep exploring where her happy is, and I think that's great. About 10 years ago, different plots of land came for sale in our neighborhood. We asked Heather which she wanted. She thanked us for the thought, but said that she didn't know where she wanted to be and that we shouldn't buy land for her. We ended up buying a plot of land near us. We told her, she again thanked us but never made use of the land. Fast forward to now, Heather approaches us, clearly nervous, and respectfully asked if we would be able to help her with a down payment for a house in the city where she lives. She was clear she understood if that was not possible. This has caused an argument between myself, 56F, and my wife, 60F. I would love to help Heather, but honestly we are in very different financial circumstances now than we were before. We are hoping to retire soon, and do not have a lot of excess money. My wife thinks that Heather does not ask for much and that we have clearly helped one child significantly more than the other. Ava's wedding cost tens of thousands of dollars and the house was obviously hundreds of thousands. She thinks we should sacrifice whatever we can to help Heather. To be clear, we have financially helped Heather over the years, helped with decorations when she's moved, with furniture, etc. I know it's not the same, but I want to be clear we are involved in both kids' lives. I also know that Heather would be uncomfortable if she knew us contributing to her house was impacting our retirement. I think if we talk to Heather openly about the difference in our financial circumstances now and then, she would understand. My wife wants to sell the piece of land in our neighborhood to give Heather the money. I really don't want to do that. For a few reasons. Including that I think Heather would regret that in the future because she has mentioned once or twice over the years that she will want to move back home when she's older. Prices for land here have gone up significantly. To be frank, nobody in our family could ever afford to buy here now or in future. AITA for not being able to give Heather the down payment? I have been told I can edit. To provide more clarity, Mel and I are both women, that seemed to cause some confusion in the comments. I just want to say that Mel and I love both girls more than we can say. We didn't plan, and the fact that there are so many of you saying that Heather will think we value her less is our biggest fear here. Heather is a wonderful, independent, kind and loving person. She deserved and deserves better from us. Obviously. I am not comfortable getting too specific, but over the years there have been some unexpected health issues arise, with my parents and then Ava's kids, that have depleted our funds more than we expected. But bottom line, that's something we should have taken into account when giving Ava so much. There have been many suggestions here that have been helpful, so I thank you for that, and for the reality check about selling the land and letting Heather make her own choices. Heather is a person who is incredibly sensitive and kind. Most often to her own detriment. To a point where I think she knows we would prefer her to live near us and may not accept the sale of the land because of it. To be clear, I am absolutely open to the sale of the land or transferring it to Heather now. It's just how to best approach it so that Heather doesn't feel guilt going forward. You've given us a lot to think about and we're going to try to move forward as best we can to make sure Heather knows she is loved and valued. Some suggestions regarding our will were helpful in this regard. I'm not sure what else to say other than thank you for taking the time to comment. We are going to do our best to improve going forward.